broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Bradley?
Yeah, he brings so many things to the table defensively. Always seems to have an answer for whatever is being thrown his way. And if you're the offensive player, you do not want him guarding you because he will get right into you and make things difficult.
And one of the more noticeable things about him, Steve, is how ineffective screens are against him. I mean, it's almost like he's got oil all over his body, the way he slips off of him.
Looking at Boston, they took a win in their last game against the Hawks. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me. You know, with Derrick Rose out, a lot of people thought the Bulls would flounder last season, guys, but they were still one of the tougher teams in all of the East, in part because the culture of toughness and next man up has been instilled in that group from its coaching staff, starting with Tom Thibodeau. I don't think this takes away anything from how great Rose is, but I think it certainly speaks to how bought in and committed to the team that every man on that roster is.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Now the dish to Butler from past the arc. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
And thank you, Doris. Well, back to the Chicago Bulls team, you got to give a lot of credit to the culture of defense and effort that Coach Tom Thibodeau has created there, Steve.
Well, they weathered Rose's absence remarkably well. Advancing in the playoffs, giving Miami all it could handle. And you wonder, with the healthy Rose now and all these other players having developed, is Chicago a championship caliber team? I think they are.
I agree. Now, here's Bradley. After the miss by Luol Deng. Back to Bradley. Kicks it to Humphries. With the fadeaway. Here's Sullinger. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Toronto.
And a lot of their scoring in that win came from unexpected places. From guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't play every night. And that night, they were ready.
Rondo passes to Garbage Man. Back to Rondo. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Sullinger off the pick from Humphries. Bulls on D. Outside Bradley. The pass to Garbage Man. Now Humphries inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
People have talked about the defensive renaissance in Chicago as a big part of their turnaround, and that's accurate. Thibs has done wonders for this team defensively, but another aspect is that they've had one of the deepest benches in the league. the past few years, too.
Now here's Rose. He had 16 points in the win against Toronto.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too. And his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
Inside. Here's Bradley. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Noah with a screen for Butler. Passes it to Rose. Feeds it to Noah. Butler on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Boozer. Lays it up and banks it in. Boozer's got his first 2 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Here is Garbage Man. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Clock at 6. And it's Bradley off the drive. Now here's Butler. Pass to Rose. Back to Butler. He dishes it to Boozer. It's stolen by Rondo. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Here's Sullinger. Gets it to go.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Chicago trailing here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Well, going back to last year for a second, this was one of the few matchups that they didn't get the better end of things. They split the season series.
Now here's Bradley. Following the miss by Derrick Rose. Humphries, no good.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Outside Butler. He kicks to Boozer. Back to Butler. Dishes it to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Steve, you mentioned the stalemate they played 2 a year ago. Do you see that happening again this year, Clark?
Kevin, I'm not sure. It's really too early to tell. It wouldn't surprise me, I'd say that much, after what happened last year.
Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Now here's Bradley. An 11-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Garbage man, the pass to Bradley. Shot's good.
You know, Kevin, he's not always looking to put up big numbers, but he's doing a nice job here.
The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. Rose off the pick from Noah. Rose goes in. That's good.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Here's Rondo, following the score by Derrick Rose. Garbage man, the pass to Bradley. Here is Garbage man. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Nazi Muhammad's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Rondo against Rose. Butler. Left side, Butler. And here is Dang. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Well, he was aggressive at both ends of the floor. He had 3 steals in that game, remember?
Yes, yeah. Here's Rondo. After the made shot from Gibson. Rondo dishes to Humphries. Rose kicks to Gibson. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy. but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic. Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with a hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
Pass to Green. No one near him. Muhammad pulls it in. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Gibson. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender. You know, there aren't too many drive and dish point guards out there anymore, but Rondo is the epitome of that type of guard in the NBA. He is always looking to make a move and create space for a teammate, and his assist totals reflect that.
For Boston, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Outside, Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. Angelo, garbage man, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Exactly. The IQ he's shown at the defensive end this past month has been very, very impressive.
Well, Clark, you talked about Rondo's playmaking. I think and in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Rose. The feed to Dang. 6 to shoot. Rose against Rondo. Rose gets the bucket.
Pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Celtics trail by 6. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back inside, Gibson and Noah. And it's Dang in at the 3 spot. So
Ridiculous move. Tore it down that time. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Garbage man in their last game against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He finished with 48 points and added 7 rebounds to go with his scoring. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Rondo passes to garbage man. And again, it's Boston converting.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Back to Gibson. Outside Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Gibson dishes to Rose. Teardrop shot. Gets the bucket. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Here's Washburn, and the layup's good off the glass.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Butler. Bradley with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
There's the screen. Rondo passes to Garbage Man. Left side, Bradley. 14 feet away, and another basket for Boston.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in rebound, 4th in assists. And they also show up top 5 in team field goal percentage. That's excellent. Actually, that's elite level.
And probably what impresses me the most, Clark, out of all those stats you're talking about is the rebounds per game, because this is a team that has become very physical. They'll put a body on you, and they'll really dominate the paint if you don't stand up to the task and really attack them back.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Rondo passes to Garbage Man. It's Bradley on the wing. Outside Rondo. He passes to Humphries. The drive by Rondo. Humphries. From down in the low post, it goes. The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Dang. Shot is blocked. Here is Garbage Man. He's got 15. Some solid defense from Butler.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him. Well, he gets after it on the glass. That's the biggest thing. Takes a ton of pride in his rebounding, and he never seems to run out of gas. Just brings an energy to the game that makes him stand out amongst the crowd.
You know, you really can't think about trying to rebound the ball yourself when you're dealing with him. You've just got to make sure you box him out. You know, Joakim Noah, part of those back-to-back championship teams at Florida, 2006 and 7, was kind of skinny in college in his first years in the league. But he's done a really good job of adding muscle to his frame. That work in the weight room and in his basement have served him well.
Boston trailing. Outside Rondo fires from the wing. Chicago grabs the miss. And with the big minutes that Joakim Noah is asked to play, it's a good thing he's been so dedicated to staying in shape.
He's another player, Kevin, who does yoga in the off-season. He's even trained with big wave surfers in Hawaii, going underwater with weights in his hands, doing jumping and running. Pretty interesting training regimen, but of course, he's a very interesting guy.
Pretty wild, huh? Brandon Bass is checked in for Chris Humphries. Bradley passes to Garbage Man. Stolen by Rose. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Shot denied. And he's able to get it back. Green kicks to Butler. There's the dish to Dang. Outside Rose. Kept alive. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Washburn. Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago leading. Rose with the ball. 12 points for him. Dang dishes to Rose. Knocked away. Shot clock at 6. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From deep three-point range. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Chicago making some changes. Aminu comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Marcus T again for Derrick Rose. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Before his injury last season, it was quite clear that while the rest of the Celtics bunch could still hold their own, this would no doubt be Rondo's team moving forward.
Bulls making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. And for Rondo and the Celtics, it actually explored trading him in the past. You always heard the rumors. He butted heads with Doc Rivers, and they wondered if he was too individualistic. But now they hand him the keys.
Well, he's a tremendous player, Rondo, and a guy who can take over a game. And there have been times when he's been a little moody. We've seen him bump officials. He's gotten suspended. He's gotten into a little tiffs with teammates. But I kind of like that feistiness, too, as long as it's channeled in the right way.
Bass passes to Garbage Man. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from T.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle. It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
The shot from the low post is good. And that's now 17 points for Garbage Man.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
T kicks to Aminu. There's the pass to Murphy. Feeds it to Aminu. He dishes it to Murphy. Passes it to Green. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Olenek, he's checked in for Boston. Lee comes in for Avery Bradley. Crawford dishes to Lee. Traps in the tray. Lee's got 5 now.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
T kicks to Green. Pass to Boozer. Defended by Olenek. Feeds away. It's rebounded by Garbage Man.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Pulls up on the elbow. Great D that time from T. Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Angelica Garbage Man leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, slasher, scorer, call him whatever you want, but the bottom line is he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds when he gets going.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's the #1 guy you have to account for when you take them on. I mean, he's the primary guy in the scouting report. Even if you can't stop him, you've got to try to make him work for his opportunity.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Marcus T. Here is Garbage Man. He's covered by Aminu. That puts them in the lead. 19 points for Garbage Man. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
They get the rebound. Outside, Green. Kicks it to Lee. He passes to Garbage Man. Fades. And the shot is good. And now it's a 3-point Boston lead.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Celtics lead by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, fans. We've got a close game going on out in Chicago. The Celtics doing well so far. This game's lived up to its billing. Two fantastic teams duking it out.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And one of the shores of Lake Michigan, the lights of the great city of Chicago, as we return.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Garbage Man. He's got 21 points and 2 blocks. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
We've got a minute. Let's Set the floor, brought to you by Gatorade. All field up for the second half. On the court right now for the Celtics. Inside it's Sullinger and Humphries. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. And it's Garbage Man in at the 3. Boozer a screen on Rondo. He kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Rose has got 14.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Humphries kicks to Rondo. Dishes to Bradley. They set the screen. The pass to Garbage Man. It's good from long range. Garbage Man's got 5 points in the quarter.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here's Sullinger, and there's a nice one-handed slam. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. Rose has got 17.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Celtics leading by 3. Rondo passes to Garbage Man. Bradley. Outside Rondo. Back to Bradley. Right side Bradley. Baseline try. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Butler.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And that's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
For Chicago, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Let's take a look at Carlos Boozer. Some stats for him. Last 10 games for him have been excellent. 14th in field goal percentage. And he's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
You know, talking again about his field goal percentage, Steve, I mean, that's really been a strong suit for him, an area of strength in his game. And he's basically been efficiently and reliably scoring.
Now Rose. He's got 20. Chris Humphries comes up with the rebound. Humphries has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster, but basketball's worked out just fine.
And Clark, back to Humphries. He still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? You know, Duncan used to swim as well.
Right, yes.
Childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
Pass to Boozer. Sullinger's there. Fires it up. Shot's good by Boozer. Boozer's got 10 points in the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Butler against Bradley. And it's Rondo penetrating. Sullinger passes to Garbage Man. Tries again. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Bulls. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's the Celtics, a half game back.
You know, I think for Chicago, they're a completely different team than they were last season. I thought they would take a step forward this year, but I'd be lying if I said I thought they'd take this big a leap. It's been a huge bounce back for them.
Yeah, you're not alone in that regard, Clark. There were very few people that believed in them. I know I didn't, but the fact of the matter is they believed in themselves, and that's all that matters. And that confidence was clearly warranted.
The finish, the big dunk at the end of the break. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Rose dishes to Butler. Dang with the screen for Butler. Back to Rose. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I think when you look at Derrick Rose, fellas, the most intimidating thing about him is his elite speed. But you also have to consider his size. He's well put together, about 6'3", maybe just a shade over 200 pounds. He is a handful when he's coming at you fast with that strong body and explosiveness.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Carlos Boozer. The drive by Rondo. Sullinger. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. Rose kicks to Gibson. Sullinger's there. From 17 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Clark, you mentioned the size of Derrick Rose. 6'3", not just a speedster, but the combination of quickness and power. I've always thought that, Steve. He goes in there, and he would be a very tough guy to try to stop when he's got a full head of steam.
Oh, no question.
Oh, wow.
He's coming at you with that burst and the strength. That's why he's so overpowering, as a point guard.
Buries it from three-point range. 34 points for Garbage Man.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and, of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And let's not leave out another branding mark of his status as much in the clutch. When a big shot's needed to win a ball game, everybody in the building knows he's going to take it. Doesn't make any difference, though. He still finds a way to knock it down.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Dang. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Dang's got his second basket of the night. Here's Washburn. Great D that time from Gibson.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Dang off the pick from Gibson. Dang with it. Now guarded by Garbage Man. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Brandon Bass is checked in for Chris Humphries. Green with a screen for Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Shakes off a strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Rose has got 12 points here in the second half. Celtics leading by 4. Rondo passes to Garbage Man. Back to Rondo. Passes it to Garbage Man. Defended by Butler. And stolen by Butler. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Second shot opportunity. Blocked. Outside Brent. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. The feed to Butler. The kick out to Rose. The second chance effort. Here's Gibson and blocked.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Rondo passes to Garbage Man. It's stolen by Dang. Now here's Rose. 24 points for him. Butler missing again.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Pass to Garbage Man. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Garbage Man's got 36.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Rose goes in. Butler dishes to Rose. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Leads him in there. Here's Bradley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First trip to the line for him here.
At 89%, he has established himself as...
Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. The kick outside to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls. And last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation, guys. He's still developing his outside shot, but he brings an awful lot to light to the table.
Free throw, good Butler. And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, another family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with the great attitude after a short time at Marquette, it's... speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, defends. He can guard multiple positions out there. We just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Dan. Crawford passes to Humphries. Crawford. From outside, off the mark. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Dang dishes to Rose. He feeds it to Gibson. Rejected by Crawford. Celtics leading by 3. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, it looks like despite the injury he's got, he's still able to deliver, and that's what he's showing us right now.
Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. Outside Dan. Outside Rose. Outside Rose. That one wide left. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Garbage man, the pass to Crawford. Humphries. Butler with the block. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw, good Butler.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you've got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
The Celtics have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Garbage Man. Celtics making a switch here. Both free throws good from Garbage Man.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
And here's Rose. He's got 26. There's the block. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. It's the Celtics up by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come.
Basketball season is in full swing, so come out and enjoy live NBA action with your Celtics. Tickets available to see Garbage Man and so many other great players. The NBA's Player of the Month is on a tear. Don't miss it.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Bulls trail by 4. On the wings, Butler and Dang. Up front, Boozer and Noah. And it's Rose in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Count the bucket. Austin with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Butler kicks to Rose to tie it up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
How about the night Derrick Rose is having? He's got 26 points and 5 assists. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, very unselfish play from him. He's been really a tremendous factor in this game.
And it's tied up with that one.
He's having a great game at the free throw line, Kevin. His hot streak continues.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Outside Butler. The dish now to Boozer. Sullinger's there. Puts it up from 7. It's Boozer missing.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Chicago grabs the miss. Boozer's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Noah with a screen on Bradley. The jump hook rejected by Sullinger. Rondo passes to garbage man. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Garbage man's got 43 points. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Noah kicks to Butler. Feeds to Boozer. Boozer gets the screen from Noah. Boozer dishes to Rose. Poked away. Here's Butler. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
A little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Celtics leading by 3. Rondo with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Rondo passes to garbage man. Here's Bradley, and it's blocked by Rose. But he stays with it. Outside Rondo. Goes back up. And here's the break. Butler kicks to Rose. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Rose has got 18 points just in the second half.
You know, nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately for me. He's hit some monumental shots in his career, and some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the night. Unbelievable.
How did he do that?
Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure is. That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great.
It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kevin.
And there's the foul, and it's on garbage man. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Butler. He dishes it to Rose. On the wing, Dang. 5 to shoot. Left block shot on the way. Celtics leading by 5. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Boozer a screen on Rondo. Rose off the pick from Noah. Rose dishes to Boozer. Into Noah. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Tipped away. Dives for it. Kicks to Rose. On the wing, Dang. And he overshot that one, missing. Bradley against Dang. Bradley passes to Garbage Man. Back to Bradley. He passes to Garbage Man. He kicks it to Rondo. Right side Rondo. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home.
And some good games going on, especially that Atlanta contest. That's interesting.
Rondo against Rose. Rose off the pick from Noah. Outside Rose. Boozer with the screen for Rose. Off the pick. Boozer off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, an impressive job there by Boozer setting that screen.
Celtics leading by 5. Outside Bradley. Right side Bradley. Sullinger. He's covered by Boozer. Kicks it out to Bradley. They set the pick. Off the pick. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Wow, it's been a vanishing act for him down the stretch. He's made only 1 shot in 4 tries here.
Boozer a screen on Rondo. Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. From the arc. The rebound by Humphries. Humphries has got 9 rebounds now tonight. On the wing. Another miss by Rondo. The Bulls have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Knocked loose. Left side Rondo. Goes up the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they're knocking a lot of those shots down.
The shot. And that one's good by Noah. And Boston has possession. Garbage Man, the pass to Sullinger. Wasted no time on that one.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Rondo against Rose. Butler. Butler off a pick from Noah. Sullinger brings the double team. 6 to shoot. Rose goes in. And Rondo sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Butler. No good on the quick 3.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Rondo drives in. It's Bradley on the wing. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
That's their 3rd straight make-off and assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Boozer dishes to Rose. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Celtics leading by 9. the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. And there's the pass to Garbage Man. Back to Bradley. Left side, Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Sullinger. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 P's, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
And dang, here we go. Boozer passes to Dang. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's stolen by Bradley. Pushing it up.
Right there.
Oh, great. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Garbage Man.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
Here's Butler. Outside Boozer. Rose. He's covered by Rondo. And again, it's Derrick Rose. Rose has got 38 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Butler dishes to Rose. Boozer with the screen for Rose. Butler kicks to Rose. Rose double teamed. Can't cash in from close range. Celtics leading by 15. Pass to Garbage Man. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Outside Bradley. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Garbage Man for 3. It's hauled in by Noah. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:22 left to play here in the 4th. Butler kicks it to Noah. Outside Rose. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 9. And that one's good. Rose has got 40 points.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Outside Teague. Snell. Dishes to Gibson. Snell, guarded by Crawford. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Green against Wallace. Gibson backs in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
The Bulls shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Pass to Green. Lets the three fly. That's good. Here's Olynyk. There's the feed to Wallace. It's Crawford on the wing. Back to Wallace. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.